Hello to everybody, our dear subscribers. FutureTrend channel is glad to welcome all of you. Today is 27th of February 2019, and we are ready to present you our point of view of how we seeing the situation regarding the major currencies and its further development, the development of major currencies in the world financial markets. As regarding today, the market is really getting a little bit more interesting than usually. We could see a kind of a strong performance of some currencies, like for example the British pound, that should be associated with the recent developments in the UK, where Prime Minister Theresa May proposed UK lawmakers to postpone the so-called deadline date of Brexit, and that's of course contributed rather strong for the upside development, upside momentum of the British pound. Let's see the chart of the British pound, where for example you could see that yesterday during previous trading session the pound rallied as high as 132.88, a little bit lower than the kind of a strong resistance barrier located around the level of 133, the level last seen on 19th of September 2018. We should understand that from technical point of view, sterling is trading above its both of its 100 and 200 moving averages. Also during previous trading session it broke above its descending trend line, and all in all, in case of closing above the level of 133, the pair could further improved its bullish potential, and we could easily see the levels of, let's say, 133.70, the high of 8th of July 2018. After that, next resistance barrier should be located around the highs of June, that was registered at 134.72. All in all, there is a kind of more kind of strong resistance around the level of 136.50, 136.70, where is a kind of right shoulder, a resistance of right shoulder, or big pattern of shoulder, head shoulder pattern. You could see that on the daily chart. In case of breaking above that barrier, probably we could say that the cable is back to its uptrend we witnessed in during the period of 2017, when the pound rallied from the lows registered in 2016 because of announcement of Brexit. And after that we saw a kind of ascending channel during the period of 2017, and after that you remember that even in April 2018 the pair met its highest level of above 143.70, let's say. So let's be the truth, 143.76. All in all, the situation is at the moment is a little bit better for the bullish, for the upside potential of the British pound, not against the United States dollar, but also on the crosses. Let's see, for example, the euro sterling. Euro sterling broke below its channel support registered at 83.20 during previous trading session. Let's see the chart of the euro sterling. We could see that euro sterling at the moment is trading below of that level at 85.92. That means that next level to watch will be around 83, the so-called double bottom. that was registered during 2016 and 2017. For sure, it should be a next technical barrier for the euro sterling in case if the pound will be ready, really will be able to extend its current upside momentum. Of course, a lot will depend on the political situation in the UK, the political situation regarding Brexit negotiations. And of course, there is a kind of opening question of so-called no-deal, chaotic Brexit, or the kind of ordinary Brexit. And of course, we should understand that it's absolutely different kind of approaches to the situation. And and at first instance, of course, the cable could put under really very strong selling pressure, but in case of ordinary Brexit, probably not during the March period, before the deadline of 29th of March, probably a little bit later. But in case of ordinary Brexit, of course, the UK pound could receive some additional upside boost. Let's see some other pairs. For example, there is a kind of interesting development also in such kind of currency, for example, like a euro dollar. We at the moment have a kind of knowledge that a euro dollar is really very stable at the moment, and really range bound, let's say, between the level of 115 and the level 113, roughly say, of course. But during previous trading session, the pair was able even to exceed the level of 114. There is a kind of downtrend line located at 114.30. That's probably a fast resistance barrier to the upside for the euro dollar at the moment. But of course, a lot of different types of resistances, like 55-day moving average line, 100-day. Let's see, for example, the daily chart. You could see that, for example, the 200 daily line in the euro dollar located around 115.10, 115.09. It's a really kind of a tough barrier to break at first attempt. But also we should understand that at the moment the pair is in process of eroding its 100-day moving average line, and that's of course a kind of a really interesting development that could further support the currency during next couple of sessions. As regarding fundamental news, probably more interesting information we will receive during next couple of sessions, during Thursday and Friday. During Thursday and Friday we will receive some more information regarding the state of the United States economy, and it's really very interesting and really very important at the moment after yesterday's first appearance of Jerome Powell during his so-called semi-annual testimony in front of Banking Committee of Senate, and after that before the Committee of the House of Representatives. All in all, we should understand that Jerome Powell continues to look rather patient regarding the further approach of hiking interest rates, despite of some solidness of United States economic indicators. And of course, that should not bode well for the price of the United States currency. And from that point of view, the United States currency should remain under this so-called selling pressure. And we could see some further bullish development in the price, for example, of such kind of pair like a euro-dollar. Let's see the situation with commodity block of currencies, and let's say some words about the ruble crosses. As regarding commodity block of currencies, here it's our strategy, our point of view of how we trade a commodity block of currencies. We should understand that both of Kiwi dollar or Aussie dollar should remain very well supported on any kind of dips because of the development or because of progress and the talks regarding the trading relations between the superpower economies like China and the United States. And of course, this kind of progress should contribute to further upside momentum of the both currencies. As regarding dollar Canada, today we will see a kind of we will receive a kind of interesting economic news from Canada in the form of Canadian Consumer Price Index, and of course it should impact at the price of the Canadian dollar for sure. As regarding Russian ruble, let's see the Russian ruble. As we told during previous trading session, at the start of the opening of yesterday's Russian market, we entered long positions in the both types of most liquid Russian ruble crosses like dollar ruble and euro ruble, and yesterday we bought both of pairs. We continue to suggest that weakness of the world energy prices should further contribute to the weakness of the Russian ruble, and also we suggest that for example, in case of Russian ruble against the United States dollar, while we are above the so-called kind of pivotal support barrier formed around the level of 65, the pair should sooner or later move to the upside, probably to its higher kind of resistance barrier, to the higher to the resistance of existing channel between 65 and 70. The same applies, by the way, for the euro ruble. There is a kind of pivotal support barrier in the form of 74, and while above of that level, euro ruble should remain very well supported and could extend its current upside momentum. Also because of the strength of the euro currency. All in all, the situation at the moment is like we presented you today. Thank you very much for all of your attention of our channel. And don't forget that our primary idea is not an immediate kind of profits for your portfolios. If you are basing your portfolios on our suggestion, on our ideas, our idea is to have a kind of profit during a kind of special period. Put it a year period. If you receive an annual kind of profit basing on our acknowledgement, basing on our ideas, I think it will be really very good. Thank you, take care, and bye bye for now.